Hello, I am Arion. This is Book Zealots. Thank you for dropping in. This is a journey through the Bible with paperbacks and ponytails. And I will include her link, her video link in the description box. I've done this once before, and she has it again this year with a little bit of a twist, and I'll go over to her channel, check it out, find out what that twist is, because I'm not exactly sure how it's going to happen and transpire. So she has a paper, and I've printed it out in black and white, so I apologize if it isn't coming in very clear. And I don't know, can you see that? The very first prompt has, or the very first I don't know how she describes it, I'm sorry. Where are you going has 4 prompts, and you can do as many as you want. I'm going to start with 1 because I already have so much going on. And if I still have to mow because I've been sick. Y'all, don't want to mow. I don't have the energy or the bandwidth to deal with that right now. So I apologize right now if you notice that I'm still kind of not all there. Hello. Okay, so what are you hunting for has 7 prompts. You can also do as many as you want. I am trying to do 2. Who are you going to meet has 4 prompts, and again, you can do as many as you want. But the last 2, you can only do 1 prompt. What do you encounter, and how do you escape? Now, for the first part of this, where are you going? I am thinking about doing... Can you see that? Can you see that? Jericho, biggest book on TBR. Well, I don't know if this is the biggest book on my TBR, but it is the, I think, biggest book that I've been meaning to read recently on my TBR, and including notes, it's over 800 pages. And I'm only on page 58. And of course I'm annotating. Of course I am, which is part of the reason why it has been taking me so long to read it, because this is Genesis, God, Creation, and Destruction, the Rational Bible, the Alperson edition, large print, which is part of the reason why it's so large, taking the Hebrew and translating it and explaining the English Bible. Moving on. Cut all that part out. What are you hunting for? I'm going to read 2 books. So I want to read the Dead Sea Scrolls Book of the Bible prompt. I'm going to finish the book of John, and I'm sure you can imagine, because I've been sick, I have fallen behind in my daily Bible reading, and I have so much catching up to do. It is crazy. Okay. And the next book that I want to read for this section is Pharaoh's Tomb, Book with Royalty, and I want to read this. Now, I had to look up to see how her name is pronounced, and I think it's Michal by Jill Eileen Smith. This was King Saul's daughter and King David's first wife. That's right? I think that's right. And she was the one that got angry with him for dancing in the streets, giving God the glory with the Ark of the Covenant. That's right? Then who are you going to meet? I was thinking about reading the prompt pilot, mode of transportation on the cover. This is Paul by Walter Wangerin. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Has a ship on the front. I have had this for a very long time as well. And I need to read it. I need to get it read. I need to get them all read. The next one, what do you encounter? And I'm not sure what I'm going to read for this one because I have two options that I want to read. It says water pit, water on the cover. So I can read a mother sacrifice, Jochebed's story by Carol Tauris. I've never read anything by this author. I don't know if I've actually ever even heard anybody else mention this author. It's not ringing a bell. If anybody has mentioned her and I watch your channel, please leave a comment down below. My other option is the Rational Passover Haggadah. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, so I apologize. And I think, wasn't yesterday the start of Yom Kippur? I think it was. So I love the fact that it has the Hebrew. I know if you've been following our channel for a while, you know that I'm trying to learn Greek so that I can learn to read the New Testament in Greek. Because even though the Bibles that we have are translated into English, I still think that there's information lost in translation. For instance, with the Hebrew, thou shalt not murder, and we have thou shalt not kill. There's a big difference. So it should read, in my ever humble opinion, it should be murder. It should say murder. Well, I was studying the New Testament yesterday and looked up a word. No, my mistake. It was the Old Testament. I was reading Hosea. And in Hosea, it was talking, God was mad because they're worshiping him through idols. And the word sacrifice was given. He doesn't want these sacrifices. And I looked it up in Hebrew, and it was human sacrifice. Well, how are we to know? It's in English, it's a sacrifice. We're assuming it's animal sacrifice. Yeah, kind of matters. So if I were Hebrew and I spoke the Hebrew language and I'm reading it, then I would know which sacrifice they were talking about. Okay, so those two options. And then the last one, how do you escape? Am I even going to be able to escape? I don't know, because Paperback and Ponytails has a trap. So my water options might be a trap. Am I going to drown? I have a story about that. Oh, better. I have a testimony about that another time. How do you escape? So my one option is trap door. Door on the cover. And I got this, The Most Important Place on Earth, What a Christian Home Looks Like and How to Build One by Robert Wolgemuth. I don't think I've read anything by this author. And I know I have a book by his wife that I also haven't read yet. There is just not enough time. So those are my options for this journey through the Bible. If you have already participated in past ones, let me know. If you're participating in this one, let me know. If you've read any of these books, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were. And if this sounds interesting to you, let's discuss it in the comments section, and bebop on over to Paperback and Ponytails channel. Y'all probably already follow her. But anyways, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day for joining me and listening to me ramble. I apologize. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day. Bye.